everyone, I'm Kat. Today's reading is Your Life Path Tarot reading. So I've done thousands of intuitive energy readings over the years working with the guides, and I can tell you they have so much great advice and love and happiness about love and happiness and empowerment and moving you along your path to your own joy and, you know, finding yourself and feeling really self-actualized. So let's find out what they have to say to you this week about how to move along your life path. Okay, so be sure to ding the bell if you would like to be notified every day of these readings. They come out every day. I do upload every day, but unless you ding the bell, you will not be notified necessarily. So please do that. And also please like the reading and leave a comment if you are interested in doing so. Guys, please pause the reading now if you haven't chosen your group, and let's move on. So this is group 1. And we are looking at your life path this week. We've got light, foundations and achievements, and trapped in fear. This is the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. So this is the Sun, 4 of Wands and 8 of Swords. So for your life path this week, what can you do to move yourself forwards, to achieve more of your own self-actualization, joy, happiness, etc.? Well, do you know what they're saying this week? There is a lot of abundance and possibility on offer for you. You've got the Sun here. You have every opportunity to step into your light this week and really make the most of your situation. There is something new or abundant or light or joyful coming your way. I'm saying new because I think I get a feeling quite a few of you are finding things a little bit difficult, but actually there's a lot of abundance coming in. You've got the 4 of Wands here as well. This could be potentially some of you are moving house. Some of you are getting into a more committed relationship situation. But the thing is, your roots and where you are in terms of putting your roots down and feeling stable and feeling like you can kind of enjoy your physical situation and your kind of family or stability community situation, that is going to be very, very significant to your life path at the moment. So they're saying, you know, pay attention to that. They're also wanting me to go back and say with the Sun energy, some of you, they're saying you need to get in the sun more. You know, so this could be about, you know, it's not about sunbathing. I don't mean it like that. I mean, some of you, they're saying that you need to either take a trip to somewhere that is sunny, that will give you that vitamin D and give you that kind of light exposure. For some of you, you're being called to a sunnier or a warmer climate. For some of you, this is about getting outside in nature, because this is what's going to help you along your path, okay? But you know, whatever, there's so much abundance going on for you this week. There's a real portal to see yourself moving forwards, okay, this week. The issue, if there is one, is your own mind. The reality is that if you believe every thought you have and you take extensive notice of every thought you have, particularly the fearful negative pattern ones, you are going to find that you trap yourself. You are unable to take full advantage of the opportunity because you're too busy trapped in your own thoughts and fears. So just watch out for that, okay? You know, your life path is saying this week that there's a lot of opportunity for you to get some stability, to feel like you can enjoy it, and to really have a great week where you can see things manifesting. But if you allow your thoughts to run rampant, this could sort of put a bit of a downer on it or spoil it in some way for you. So, you know, watch out for your thoughts. And if any of you are doing any work around shadow, etc., you know, there really is a suggestion here that, you know, you can, if you want to, get control of your thoughts and kind of overcome your fearful thoughts, but you do have to put some effort into it. The 8s are all about strength. They're all about finding courage and bravery, and to overcome your own inner obstacles. Really, your life path at the minute is saying that there's a lot of abundance for you, but you've got to be able to overcome your own fears and you've got to get a handle on your own mind, and that could be very challenging for some of you. But This is part of life. Okay, loads of love, guys. I will see you on tomorrow's reading. Please ding the bell, or on a private reading in the meantime. Hello, group 2. So we've got the heart chakra, recognition and reward and emotional loss. This is heart chakra, 3 of coins and 5 of cups. And we are looking at your life path tarot reading. Okay, so obviously this is the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. So this isn't the traditional deck. Some of the cards are slightly different. There's certain things that are different about this deck. There's no court cards. There are no 10s in the minor arcana. Other than that, and there's chakra cards. Other than that, it's kind of standard. So let's have a look at your life path tarot reading for this week. So what we're talking about with this reading is your path, where you're trying to get your joyful, self-actualized self. How do you get there? What do you need to do? What will send you on that path really in the best way this week? They're saying listen to your heart. Heart chakra, listen to your heart. Listen to the voice of your heart. Listen to what your heart is telling you. Tune into that. That is key. Absolutely crucial and key for you this week. The 3 of coins as well is saying that you have already reached like the first significant marker, if not more. You know, like something has happened or will happen this week. I feel like it's already happened recently, but if not, it's going to happen this week. You have kind of got part way there. You've already learned something. You've come a long way. That's why you've got this person taking a bow in the spotlight with the medal. It's like, you know, you've overcome the first really significant hurdle. So, you know, you're a part way there. So you need to be pleased and appreciative and proud of yourself for how far you've already come. It's very tempting to kind of look at how far you've got to go. Don't look at how far you've got to go. Look at how far you've come. Be pleased with where you are. Appreciate what you've done. Okay? So that's a key. Listen to your heart. Appreciate how far you've come. Recognize how far you've come, because you have reached or are reaching this week a significant marker. Okay? It's either the first hurdle or an early hurdle, you know, and you can be pleased with yourself. The 5 of Cups is the final card. This is saying that, you know what, you feel a sense of loss or sadness. You're still disappointed about something. On an emotional level, there's some sort of old wound or old disappointment, and it is creating a block. You know, you need to change and transform from this difficulty. That's what the 5s are about. There's this old problem or this old wound. It's not happened this week, I don't think. 1 or 2 of you, that may be an exception. But the reality is that maybe you've been disappointed before. My feeling is with your life path, you've kind of had a go at something before, or you've tried a career, or you've tried a relationship or something, and you've maybe been disappointed. Now this time, yeah, they're saying yes. This time around, this is a new opportunity. You kind of got part way there. You are listening to your heart, but you're afraid to put yourself out there. Look, this person is protecting their heart, but they're saying, no, you can't protect yourself from getting hurt. Being hurt and being encountering emotional loss is just part of human life. So you can't, if you try and protect yourself from that, you shield yourself from emotional joy as well as emotional loss. So, you know, you can't have one without the other. So you really, you know, it's about letting go of the disappointment, letting go of the pain, remembering it and holding on to it will not stop it happening again. But what it will do is stop you enjoying the moment now. So they're saying, you know what, you've got to let go of it. Let go of it and move on. And this will see you moving along your path. You're kind of protecting yourself at the minute because you don't want to be disappointed again. But they're saying, you know what? Disappointment is an inevitable part of life. It's not the disappointment that's the problem, it's how we deal with it. It's what we think about it. It's how much we blame ourselves, or start to feel sorry for ourselves, or start to think there's something wrong with us, things like that. You know, disappointment and loss, pain and suffering and sadness happen to us all, but the suffering and the prolonged angst about it is really up to us, you know, how much we put into that. So they're saying, yes, grieve the loss. If this has happened to you this week, well, fine, you know, give yourself a day, a week, a month, whatever is appropriate for the loss. But once that is over, you have to then be your own best friend and cheerleader and push yourself to move on, and that will see you moving along your life path. Guys, please ding the bell. I will see you tomorrow if you ding the bell on tomorrow's reading. If not, I will see you on a private reading sometime, or in the meantime. Hello, group 3. Here we go. We've got, so for your life path tarot reading today, we've got the Triumph, we've got the Spiritual Union, and we've got the Three of Swords. Okay, you are moving forwards, threes. There's no doubt about that. The Triumph card says you are going to overcome some obstacles this week. You are going to get past some difficulties. You know, there are obstacles all over the place. On the outside of you. So what I mean is, by on the outside of you, we're not necessarily talking about inner obstacles. These are more like other people's opinions, or work situations, or, you know, practical things in your life. There are things in the way, but do you know what? You can triumph against these odds. You can triumph in spite of these difficulties around you. You know, yes, it's going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride at times. Yes, you will need to be very determined this week in order to get further along your path, in order to move towards your goal of joy and feeling that, you know, self-actualization and that joyful energy, and feeling like you're really getting somewhere in your life. You know, this week, I'm not going to lie, it does look like at times it will feel like a little bit of a challenge, so you're going to have to stay focused. But if you're focused and determined, you can get there this week. You really can. The Two of Cups is saying this can be a sign of love or romance. So maybe your life path involves romance. So you could see some real positive turn in your romantic life. Whether it is about romance or not, this energy, well, John Holland says it all. It's spiritual union. This is a sense of harmony, of whether it's in business or in your family life or whatever. It's a sense of everybody getting along, things kind of coming together, things, people finally meeting on a heart and soul and mind level. So it's about that meeting of souls, you know, and that feeling of like bliss and that connectedness where everybody's getting each other. You're on the same wavelength. So I feel like really, guys, this week, you know, if you stay focused and determined and you don't let the little blips and obstacles on the in the outer world get to you, you can feel this massive sense of union and this sense of connectedness with the other people around you regarding your life path, and you will feel this harmony takes you forwards and allows you to overcome this sense of Three of Swords. I feel this is what this week's about. It's about letting go of disappointment, heartache and loss, that sense of being let down by others, and feeling reconnected with others. But you've got to be determined if you want to see it this way. You've got to be determined if you want to feel it this way. You know, if you want to, you can continue to feel this sense of separateness, this sense of being disappointed, of being let down. But if you want to, you can actually remove this block. The Three of Swords is all about, yes, feeling sadness and disappointment, but actually it's more about feeling it so you can let it go. And that's what it's going to take determination. You know, even, you know, our life path, whether it's about romance, whether it's about business, whether it's about family, it doesn't matter what it is. It still involves relationships. It still involves that sense of connectedness with the universe, with each other, and with situations. And really, this is about feeling appreciation, harmony, and tuning into the beingness in everything around you, as opposed to feeling the separateness and the loss and why me and why has this happened and etc. So it's really about you being determined to overcome this heartbreak or this loss or this disappointment. And if you can do that, you will feel this joyful sense of harmony, and that's what's going to move you along your life path this week. Guys, have an amazing, amazing day. Please ding the bell to be notified of tomorrow's reading, and I will see you tomorrow on a reading or on a private reading in the meantime. Hello, number 4. So this is your Life Path Tarot reading for this week. Right, so this is very interesting because you've got base chakra, crown chakra, and temptation. This is the devil. Right, okay, so how are you going to move towards joy, towards your goals, towards what you want this week? It's very clear. It's very tempting to be tempted by the temptation card. It's very tempting to get drawn in by the devil. And I don't mean the actual devil, if there is such a thing. Let's not go into that. But by the concept of the devil energy. The devil energy is the ego, the personality self. It's the sort of material self. It's the fearful self. It's the kind of coming from a scarcity thinking, coming from a lack mentality, measuring worth, success, joy, happiness based on an external situation rather than an internal state. So he's looking outside of yourself rather than looking within. Okay, and so this creates this sort of competitive, this I could lose it, this clinging on energy. And it depends on which side of the coin you are looking at with this devil energy. When it's good, it feels obsessive, it feels heady and intoxicating. So when the devil energy is good, it's like, you know, being drunk on love or power or joy or whatever. And it's kind of like you are totally overtaken by it. It's a card of excess. It's about wanting more and feeling kind of totally taken over by it. On the negative side, this is about feeling trapped and feeling like drained or starved. And it can be quite an intimidating feeling, you know, but it's because we're pulled about this way and that by our emotions and by our thoughts. Yeah. What they're saying is, for your life path to move as quickly as you can and as positively as you can along your path, this week they're saying, be aware of this energy. We've all got an ego. We are all affected by our ego to a greater or lesser extent. It's a daily lesson for us, you know, listening to our ego and using it appropriately. What they're saying is, you guys, you need to ground yourself, base chakra. Ground yourself, be kind to yourself by doing what you can to stabilize yourself. If you're not on a solid foundation, you'll be pulled this way and that by your mind. Yeah? So ground yourself, do the yoga, the meditation, do the walking in nature, whatever it takes, whatever works for you. They're also saying, let them help you. The crown chakra for me represents the guides in general. By the guides, I mean personal guides, collective guides. I mean angels, archangels, spirit helpers, animal spirit helpers. By the guides, I mean all benevolent, non-physical helpers. Okay? So I refer to them as a collective, the guides. Okay? But what they're saying here is, let them help you. So whether you resonate with angels or personal guides or archangels, or you have a spirit animal that helps, it doesn't matter. Let them help you. Let them come and help you. Let the universe support you. You know, if you can not get dragged into this devil energy, what you'll find is that you will be able to navigate the path and the course so much better. Doesn't mean you'll stop the devil energy, the ego energy. You won't, because we all have it and it's fine. But it's like, don't get totally drawn into it. Don't get totally drawn into it. Ground yourself. This will stop you from getting pulled totally into it, and this will allow them to help you. The crown chakra, what will happen is you'll find that you'll just have this knowingness. Things will just start to fall into place. Things will maneuver. Things will leave your life. Things will come into your life. And, you know, you will feel very much helped and supported. However, if you are totally caught up in this devil energy, you won't notice. So ground yourself and expect to be helped this week, and you'll find that you start to move along the path at an accelerated rate. Guys, please ding the bell to be notified of future messages tomorrow and beyond. And of course, I will see you tomorrow or on a private reading. In the meantime, have a beautiful day, guys.